My girlfriend said, I scheduled your vasectomy consultation without asking. My body, my choice means your body, my choice too. I replied, interesting logic. Then I called the clinic, canceled it, and scheduled her a consultation with a therapist instead, in her name, prepaid, non-refundable. When she got the confirmation email with the appointment details, I, 29 male, got an email confirmation yesterday that made me do a triple take. Subject line, your vasectomy consultation confirmed for next Tuesday. My what now? Opened it. Full appointment details, Dr. Henderson at the Men's Health Clinic across town. Date, time, pre-procedure instructions, even a link to download informational PDFs about the procedure and recovery. I've never scheduled a vasectomy, never even considered it. I'm 29, no kids, and while I'm not desperate to be a dad tomorrow, I definitely want that option down the road. Called the clinic immediately. Hi, I received a confirmation email, but I didn't schedule this appointment. Receptionist clicks around. Let me check. Yes, the appointment was made last Thursday by Danielle Foster. She used your information and said you'd requested she handle the scheduling since you're busy with work. My girlfriend, Danielle. We've been together 18 months, living together for 6. I need to cancel that immediately. Of course, Mr. Patterson. Canceled. Would you like to reschedule? No, definitely not. Hung up, sat there staring at my laptop screen. She scheduled me for a vasectomy, without asking, without even mentioning it, just decided. Danielle got home around 6 p.m. I was making pasta, acting normal, needed to see how this played out. Hey babe, she kissed my cheek, grabbed a wine glass. How was your day? Interesting, got a weird email. Oh yeah, pouring wine, not really paying attention. Confirmation for a vasectomy consultation. Next Tuesday. Any idea how that happened? She froze for half a second, then turned with this bright smile. Oh good, the clinic got back to you. I wasn't sure how long it would take. Got back to me? Danielle? I didn't schedule anything. I know, silly. I did it for you. Figured I'd save you the hassle since you're always complaining about being too busy. Said it like she'd picked up my dry cleaning. You scheduled me for a vasectomy consultation, without asking me. Well yeah, we've talked about not wanting kids. We've talked about not wanting kids right now. We're 27 and 29. That's different from permanently removing the option. She waved her hand dismissively. You're overthinking it. It's reversible anyway if you change your mind. Reversals aren't guaranteed. And that's not the point. The point is, you made a medical decision about my body without my consent. Her expression shifted. Less cheerful, more defensive. Okay, don't be dramatic. I'm just being proactive about our future. We both agreed kids aren't in the plan. We said not right now. And even if we'd agreed on never having kids, you don't get to schedule surgery for me. It's not surgery, it's a consultation. And honestly, my body, my choice means I shouldn't have to worry about birth control forever. It's your turn to handle it. There it was. So your body, your choice, means my body, your choice too? That's not what She paused. Look, I've been on birth control since I was 16. 11 years of hormones messing with my body. I'm done with that, and condoms suck. So yes, I think it's reasonable to ask you to step up. Asking me is fine. Scheduling a procedure without my knowledge isn't asking. It's controlling. Oh my God, you're making this such a big deal. I was trying to help. By removing my reproductive autonomy. She slammed her wine glass down. Why are you being so difficult? It's literally one appointment. Just go talk to the doctor. It's not like I scheduled the actual surgery. I already canceled it. Her face went red. You what? Called the clinic. Canceled. I'm not going. Brandon, that was incredibly immature. What's immature is making medical appointments for another adult without their permission. She grabbed her phone, started typing furiously. This is ridiculous. I'm rescheduling it. Don't. Someone has to be the adult here and think about our future. Then think about therapy, because this controlling behavior isn't normal. She looked up from her phone, eyes narrow. Excuse me? You need to talk to someone about boundaries, about respecting your partner's autonomy. I don't need therapy. I need a partner who actually considers my needs instead of being selfish. I turned off the stove, suddenly wasn't hungry. I'm considering your needs. You want off birth control? Okay, let's discuss alternatives. But you don't get to decide my medical procedures. That's not negotiable. She scoffed. Whatever, I'm going to bed. After she left, I sat there thinking. This wasn't the first controlling thing she'd done. She'd surprised me by donating my vintage band t-shirt collection last month because she didn't like how they looked. Rearranged my home office without asking because it wasn't optimized. Threw out my gaming chair and bought a new one because the old one was ugly. But this crossed a line I didn't know could be crossed. Had an idea, probably petty, definitely satisfying. Googled therapists near me accepting new patients. Found Dr. Patricia Dr. Patricia Newberry, licensed clinical psychologist. Had evening appointments available, online scheduling. Filled out the new patient form. Name, Danielle Foster. Email, her personal email. Phone, her number. Reason for visit, difficulty respecting partner boundaries, controlling behavior patterns, need help understanding bodily autonomy concepts. Selected next Wednesday, 6 p.m. The prepayment was $180, non-refundable if canceled less than 24 hours before. Added my credit card. Session booked, confirmation sent to her email. Interesting logic indeed. Update 1. The confirmation email hit her inbox around 10 p.m. that night. I was in the living room when I heard the shriek from the bedroom. Brandon, get in here. Walked in casually. She was sitting up in bed, laptop open, face absolutely purple with rage. What the hell is this? She shoved the screen toward me. Appointment confirmation from Dr. Newberry's office. All the details. Looks like a therapy appointment. I can see that. Why did I just get a confirmation for therapy? Oh, I scheduled it for you. Figured I'd save you the hassle since you're always complaining about being too busy. Her mouth literally fell open. You did not just... I did. Seemed like you needed someone professional to talk to about boundaries and consent. Dr. Newberry has excellent reviews. Cancel it. Can't. It's non-refundable after booking. Already paid the $180. Then you can eat the cost because I'm not going. I shrugged. Your call. But the appointment exists, and honestly, the irony of you being furious about me scheduling a medical appointment for you without asking is just... I made a chef's kiss gesture. Wait, can't use that. I snapped my fingers. Perfect. This is not the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. You made a medical decision about my body. I made a mental health decision about yours. Both involve healthcare professionals. Both were done without consent. Therapy isn't the same as surgery. The consultation wasn't surgery either. That's what you said, remember? It's just a consultation, not a big deal. She was shaking with anger now. You don't get to decide if I need therapy. And you don't get to decide if I need a vasectomy. See how that works? I was trying to help our relationship, so am I. Healthy relationships require boundaries. Clearly you struggle with that concept, so I found you professional help. You're welcome. Danielle grabbed her phone. Started texting someone. Probably her sister Veronica, who she runs to for everything. I want that money back. Non-refundable. Says so in the confirmation email. Brandon, I swear to God. You swear to God what? You'll schedule more medical procedures for me without permission? Already established that's your move. She got out of bed, grabbed a pillow and blanket. I'm sleeping on the couch. Cool. I'll let Dr. Newberry know you're having trouble with communication too. The pillow hit me in the face before she stormed out. Slept surprisingly well. Woke up to find Danielle already gone. She usually works from home Fridays, but her laptop and bag were missing. Texted her, "Where are you?" No response until noon. Veronica's, "Need space to think." Me, "Okay, take your time." Her, "That's it? Just okay?" Me, "What else do you want me to say?" Maybe apologize for scheduling therapy for me like I'm broken? I'll apologize when you apologize for scheduling a vasectomy for me like I'm a child who can't make my own medical decisions. Read at 12:47 p.m. No response. Around 3 p.m. got a call from an unknown number. Hello? Is this Brandon Patterson? Yeah? This is Veronica Foster, Danielle's sister. We need to talk about what you did. Oh good. The cavalry arrives. What I did? Don't play dumb. The therapy appointment? Seriously? That's manipulative and controlling. Interesting. What would you call scheduling a vasectomy consultation for your partner without their knowledge? That's different. Danielle was trying to solve a problem in your relationship. By violating my bodily autonomy? Oh please, you're being dramatic. She was being practical. Birth control is expensive and has side effects. Then we could have discussed alternatives, like adults. not have one person make unilateral decisions about the other person's body. She's been on birth control for 11 years, Brandon. 11 years. Don't you think it's your turn? My turn to what? Get permanently sterilized because she's tired of her birth control? There are other options. IUD, the arm implant, non-hormonal methods, even male birth control trials starting soon. None of which involve anyone making medical decisions for anyone else. Veronica scoffed. So what, you scheduled therapy to punish her? That's petty. I scheduled therapy because she genuinely needs help understanding boundaries. This isn't the first controlling thing she's done. It's just the most egregious. Examples? She threw out my vintage concert shirts without asking, rearranged my entire office without permission, bought me a new desk chair without consulting me because she didn't like my old one. And now this. She has a pattern of making decisions about my life, my belongings, and apparently my body without any regard for my input. Silence. Those are just, she was trying to improve things. By overriding my choices at every turn, that's not improving things. That's being controlling, hence therapy. You can't force someone into therapy. I didn't force anything. I scheduled an appointment. Just like she did for me, she's welcome to not go and waste the $180. Her choice. She wants you to cancel it and refund the money. Can't cancel. Non-refundable. Already told her that. Then pay her back the $180. Why would I do that? Because you spent her money. I spent my money, my credit card. She spent my time and energy researching clinics and doctors for a procedure I never agreed to. We're even. Brandon, you're being unreasonable. Veronica, with all due respect, this isn't your relationship. Danielle made a choice. I responded to that choice. If she wants to come home and talk about it like adults, great. If not, also fine. But I'm not apologizing for pointing out her controlling behavior, and I'm not refunding money for an appointment she needs. She doesn't need therapy. Everyone could use therapy, but especially people who think their partner's body is their decision to make. Hung up, felt good. Got home that evening to find Danielle in the apartment, sitting on the couch with Veronica beside her. Both looked up when I walked in. Unified front, apparently. We need to talk, Danielle said. Sure. Sat in the armchair across from them. Waited. Veronica jumped in. Brandon, Danielle and I have been discussing the situation. She's willing to forgive you for the therapy thing if you agree to at least attend the vasectomy consultation. No. Just hear the doctor out. Get informed. I am informed. I've read about vasectomies. I know they're relatively safe. Usually successful, sometimes reversible. I also know I don't want one right now, and I don't appreciate my partner scheduling one behind my back. Danielle leaned forward. Brandon, I'm sorry I didn't ask first, okay? I should have talked to you. But can we please just move past this? Move past it how? By me agreeing to the vasectomy? By you at least considering it and canceling that ridiculous therapy appointment. I'll consider reproductive options when you actually respect my right to make decisions about my own body. The therapy appointment stands. Brandon, I said I'm sorry. You said you're sorry you didn't ask first. That's apologizing for your method, not your action. You still think you were right to push for this. You just think you should have been nicer about it. Veronica stood up. This is going nowhere. Danielle, come on. You can stay with me until he stops being stubborn. Danielle got up, grabbed her overnight bag by the door, stopped and looked at me. The appointment is next Wednesday at 6. I'm going. I'll sit in that therapist's office and I'll tell Dr. Newberry exactly what you did and how you're the controlling one, not me. You're welcome to do that. I'm sure Dr. Newberry will have thoughts. They left. Update 2. A week is a long time when your girlfriend is staying with her sister and refusing to talk beyond passive-aggressive texts. Monday, hope you're happy. I had to buy new work clothes because you still have my closet key. We don't have closet keys. Tuesday, Veronica says you're gaslighting me. She's probably right. Wednesday morning, can't believe you're making me waste my evening in therapy. This is emotional abuse. I didn't respond to any of them. Let her spiral. Wednesday at 5 p.m. my phone rang. Dr. Newberry's office. Mr. Patterson? This is Kelly from Dr. Newberry's office. I'm calling about this evening's appointment with Miss Foster. Yes? She called earlier today quite upset, claiming the appointment was made without her consent. However, our records show the booking was made using her email and phone number. Payment was processed, and she hasn't formally requested cancellation. She's aware of the appointment. Whether she attends is her choice. I see. Well, I wanted to confirm, you did book this appointment? I did, as a response to her booking a medical appointment for me without my consent. It was meant to illustrate why that behavior is problematic. Pause. That's certainly an unconventional approach to couples conflict. Unconventional situation. Mr. Patterson, I need to be clear, we can't force anyone into therapy. If Miss Foster arrives and doesn't want to be here, we'll respect that. However, the fee is still non-refundable. Understood. One more thing. If she does attend, would you like her to sign a release so Dr. Newberry can discuss the session with you? No. Her therapy is her business. I just wanted her to have the option available since she clearly needs help with boundaries. Another pause. All right then, thank you for clarifying. 6:45 p.m. I got a text from an unknown number with a photo attached. It was Danielle, sitting in what looked like a therapist's office. The text read, "Your girlfriend is here and she's big mad. Thought you'd want proof. Dr. Newberry's receptionist, Kelly." Wait, that seemed unprofessional. Whatever, I'd take it. She went. Holy shit, she actually went. Danielle got home around 8 p.m. I was reading on the couch. She walked in, threw her purse on the counter, and just stood there staring at me. Well, I said. Well, what? How was therapy? Her laugh was bitter. You're hilarious, you know that? I've been told. Dr. Newberry asked me why I was there. I told her my boyfriend scheduled it without my permission to prove a point. You know what she said? What? She said, and how did that make you feel? Like I was the one with the problem. Danielle, you are literally describing therapy. I told her about the vasectomy thing, explained how you're being unreasonable. And she asked if I'd discussed it with you before scheduling. I said no, but I explained my reasoning. 11 years of birth control, my body, my choice, all of it. What did she say? Danielle sat down heavily on the other end of the couch. She said that bodily autonomy goes both ways, that my frustration with birth control is valid, but that doesn't give me the right to make medical decisions for you. Huh. Then she asked if I understood why you scheduled the therapy appointment. I said yes, to be petty and prove a point. She said no, probably to make me understand how violating it feels to have someone else make healthcare decisions for you. Smart lady. Brandon, I spent $180 in an hour of my evening being told I was wrong. Was it helpful? She was quiet for a minute. Maybe. I don't know. She wants me to come back next week. Are you going to? The next session isn't prepaid, so that's my choice. Yep, I'm still mad at you. I'm still mad at you too. She pulled her knees up to her chest, looked smaller suddenly. I really hate hormonal birth control. It makes me feel crazy. My skin breaks out, I gain weight, my mood is all over the place. Then let's talk about other options, together, like partners. What if none of them work? What if we try everything and it's just not sustainable? Then we figure it out. But Danielle, you can't just decide for both of us. That's not how this works. I know. Dr. Newberry made that very clear. We sat in silence for a while. I'm sorry, she finally said. Really sorry. Not sorry I didn't ask first. Sorry I thought I had the right to decide at all. Thank you. Are we okay? I don't know yet. This isn't just about the vasectomy thing. It's the pattern, the t-shirts, the office, the chair. You keep making decisions about my life without involving me. I know. That needs to stop. I know. For real this time. She nodded, wiped her eyes. Dr. Newberry said I have control issues. Something about childhood stuff, my parents' divorce, blah blah. Wants to work through it? You should. Will you come with me? Not to my session, but like, maybe couples counseling? Maybe, if you actually commit to addressing this. I will, I promise. We sat there a while longer. Things felt fragile but not broken. Not yet. For what it's worth, she said quietly, scheduling the therapy thing was brilliant, evil but brilliant. Learned from the best. She threw a pillow at me, managed a small smile. Final update. It's been 3 months, figured I'd close out this saga. Danielle did go back to therapy, has been going weekly. Dr. Newberry diagnosed her with what's apparently called anxious control patterns. Basically, when you feel out of control in your life, you try to control everything around you. Her parents' messy divorce when she was 13 messed her up more than she realized. She's working on it. I can see the difference. Small things, like asking before rearranging stuff, checking with me before making plans that involve both of us, actually listening when I say I don't like something. The big things too. She brought up the birth control thing again 2 weeks ago, but this time we actually talked about it. Turns out her doctor had suggested an IUD years ago, but Danielle was scared of the insertion pain. We researched together, read reviews, watched videos. She decided to try it. Got it done last week. Said the pain wasn't as bad as she'd feared and she already feels better being off the hormones. I offered to come to the appointment with her. She said no, she needed to do it herself, but she appreciated the offer. Progress. We started couples counseling too, every other week. It's awkward and uncomfortable, and sometimes we leave sessions mad at each other. But it's helping. We're learning how to actually communicate instead of just assuming we know what the other person wants. The therapist asked me why I didn't just leave after the vasectomy thing. Honest answer? Because despite the control issues, Danielle's funny, smart, ambitious, and when she's not trying to run my life, I really love being with her. People are flawed. Relationships take work. I'm willing to put in the work if she is. She asked me the same question. Why didn't I leave? She said because I called her out instead of just accepting it. Because I made her see how screwed up her behavior was without being cruel about it. Because the therapy thing, while petty, showed her I wasn't going to be a doormat. You're the first person who actually pushed back, she said in session. Everyone else just let me steamroll them. My ex-boyfriends, my friends, even Veronica. You're the first person who said no and meant it. The couple's therapist nodded. Boundaries are healthy. They're not punishment, they're respect. We're not perfect. Had a fight last week because she bought groceries without checking what we needed first, and half of it went bad. But she caught herself mid-argument, stopped and said, "You're right. I should have asked what you wanted." That's growth. Veronica still thinks I'm controlling. She sent me a long text after finding out about couples counseling saying I was manipulating Danielle into thinking she was the problem when clearly we both had issues. I sent back, "You're right, we both have issues. That's why we're both in therapy. Thanks for your concern." Blocked her number after that. Don't need her commentary. The therapy appointment thing still comes up sometimes. Danielle's friends think it was manipulative. My friends think it was genius. Our couples therapist thinks it was an unorthodox but effective boundary enforcement that worked in this specific situation but shouldn't become a pattern. Fair enough. Am I happy? Mostly. Some days are hard. Trust takes time to rebuild. But I'm not walking around wondering what decisions she'll make for me next. That's worth something. Danielle's making dinner right now. She asked what I wanted. Small thing. Huge thing. We're getting there. My girlfriend said, "I need you to propose by next month or I'm leaving. All my friends are engaged." I replied, "I understand." Then I booked a romantic dinner, got down on one knee in front of everyone, and said, "I can't marry someone who gives ultimatums." Goodbye. The restaurant's security footage of her meltdown went viral when I, 32 male, got an ultimatum from my girlfriend about proposing. So I got down on one knee in a crowded restaurant and dumped her instead. 2 weeks ago, Alexis, 28, cornered me after dinner. We'd been together almost 2 years, living separately, but she had a key to my place. Things were good, I thought. Maybe a bit surface level, but good. "Cameron, we need to talk." Uh-oh. She sat me down, pulled out her phone, started scrolling through Instagram. "Look at this. Brianna got engaged last month. Nicole's ring is 3 carats. Even Stephanie has a date set. Okay? All my friends are getting engaged or married. I'm the only one left. Alexis, we're not in a race." Her jaw tightened. "I need you to propose by next month. Seriously, I'm 28. I'm not getting any younger. If you can't commit, I need to find someone who will." Just like that. No discussion about our relationship, our future plans, what we both wanted. Just an ultimatum with a deadline. You're giving me an ultimatum about marriage? I'm being realistic. I want to be engaged by the end of spring. That gives you 4 weeks. If you can't do that, then we're clearly not on the same page and I need to move on. "What if I'm not ready?" She shrugged. "Then I guess you'll be single." The coldness in her voice, like I was a vending machine that wouldn't take her dollar. "I need to think about this." "There's nothing to think about. You either love me enough to marry me or you don't. 4 weeks, Cameron. That's more than fair. She left that night. I sat on my couch for maybe 2 hours, just processing. Here's the thing. I'd been planning to propose. Had looked at rings 3 months ago. Was thinking maybe summer, do something nice, meaningful. Not because of pressure or deadlines, but because I loved her. Past tense noted. The ultimatum changed everything. Suddenly it wasn't about us. It wasn't about love or partnership. It was about her timeline, her friends, her social status. I spent the next 3 days thinking. Noticed things I'd ignored before. How she'd tag me in posts about relationship goals, but never asked about my actual goals. How she'd plan our weekends around which restaurants were most Instagram-worthy. How she talked about when we're married like it was inevitable, like I was an accessory to her life plan. Found texts on her phone, she left it unlocked at my place. Group chat with Brianna and Nicole. OMG, did he propose yet? Not yet. Gave him the deadline. He better not mess this up. I already told my mom we'll probably do a fall wedding. What if he says no? He won't. I've invested 2 years in this relationship. He owes me. Owes her. Like I was a debt to be collected. That's when I made my decision. Called Alessio's, the nicest restaurant in town. Reserved their semi-private dining area for Friday night. Costs about $200 just for the reservation, plus whatever we'd order. Had them arrange for roses, candles, the works. Told them I had a special announcement planned. Alexis texted me Wednesday. Have you thought about what we discussed? Yeah, let's have dinner Friday. Alessio's, 7 p.m. Dress nice. Her OMG, really? Really. She called immediately. Cameron, are you serious? Is this what I think it is? Guess you'll find out Friday. I love you so much, I need to call Brianna. Hung up before I could respond. Didn't even ask if I loved her back. Friday came. I wore my best suit. Met her at the restaurant. She looked stunning. Makeup perfect, hair done professionally, wearing the dress I'd bought her for her birthday. You look beautiful, I said honestly. Thanks. I may have gotten my nails done this morning, just in case. She wiggled her left hand at me, grinning. We got seated in the semi-private area. It's basically a fancy corner of the restaurant, slightly elevated, with sheer curtains for privacy. Translation: everyone in the main dining room can still see you, but it feels special. Perfect. Dinner was nice. She kept steering conversation toward our future. Where we'd live, how many kids, what kind of wedding venue. Never once asked what I wanted, just told me her plans and waited for me to agree. Dessert came. She was practically vibrating with anticipation. I stood up, pulled the ring box from my pocket, a $40 dummy box I'd bought at a jewelry store. They sell them for proposals where you let her pick the actual ring later. Empty box, nice velvet. The restaurant got quiet. People noticed. Phones came out. I got down on one knee. Alexis's eyes filled with tears. Her hand covered her mouth. Oh my God, oh my God. Opened the box. Empty. Her smile faltered for just a second. Alexis, I said clearly, loud enough for nearby tables to hear. 2 weeks ago you gave me an ultimatum. Told me I had 4 weeks to propose or you'd leave. Her smile froze. I've spent those 2 weeks thinking. And I realized something. I don't want to marry someone who treats love like a business transaction. I don't want to marry someone who values Instagram posts over actual partnership. And I definitely don't want to marry someone who thinks I owe her a ring. Her face went white. Cameron, what? So I'm not proposing. Instead, I'm ending this relationship. Right here, right now. Goodbye, Alexis. Stood up, closed the empty box, put it back in my pocket. The restaurant was silent, maybe 40 people watching. Alexis's mouth opened and closed. No sound came out. Then, you brought me here to break up with me? You gave me an ultimatum. I'm giving you an answer. In front of all these people? Are you insane? You wanted a public proposal. This is public. She stood up, knocking her chair back. You pathetic, cowardly piece of... She caught herself, looked around at all the phones recording. Her face crumpled, then she screamed. Just screamed. Grabbed her wine glass and threw it at me. Missed, hit the curtain behind me. Glass everywhere. I wasted 2 years on you. And I wasted 2 years on someone who only cared about the wedding, not the marriage. She lunged at me. Literally lunged. The restaurant manager and a waiter caught her. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Get your hands off me. Do you know who I am? That's when the real meltdown started. She tried to flip the table, screaming about what a horrible person I was, how I led her on, how I ruined her life. Security came, escorted her out while she was still yelling. I sat back down, finished my dessert while everyone stared, paid the bill, $300 total, plus a $100 tip for the staff who had to deal with that. Left through the back entrance. Got home around 10 p.m. She'd already called me 23 times. Texts from her, her friends, even her mom. Blocked all of them. Went to bed. Update 1. The video hit Instagram by Saturday morning. Woke up to texts from my brother. Dude, you're on TikTok. 7 different angles of the breakup. The proposal speech, her throwing the glass, the security escort, all set to various trending sounds. Most comments were supportive. He dodged a bullet. Imagine giving someone an ultimatum then being shocked they leave. The empty ring box is legendary. But Alexis's friends? Different story. Brianna posted a long rant. This man publicly humiliated my best friend. Led her on for 2 years just to embarrass her in front of strangers. He's abusive and cruel. Manipulation, toxic men. Nicole shared it. Alexis deserves so much better. She gave him everything and he destroyed her for views. Disgusting. Alexis herself posted, I've never been so heartbroken. The man I loved, who I thought was going to propose, instead chose to humiliate me in the worst way possible. I'm devastated. Please respect my privacy during this difficult time. The irony of asking for privacy while posting about it publicly. Sunday afternoon, Diane, Alexis's mom, showed up at my apartment. Knocked on my door. Cameron, we need to talk. No thanks. You humiliated my daughter. She gave me an ultimatum. I responded. She loved you. She was planning your future together. She was planning her future. I was just the guy who was supposed to fund it and look good in photos. That's not true. You're twisting things. Diane, I have her text messages. She told her friends I owed her a proposal. That's not love. That's entitlement. Those were taken out of context. Context where they sound better? I'd love to hear it. She sputtered. You're going to regret this. Alexis has a lawyer looking into this. Into what? Breaking up with someone? Pretty sure that's legal. Emotional distress. Public humiliation. She has witnesses. Cool. Those same witnesses filmed her throwing a glass at me and trying to flip a table. Tell her lawyer I said hi. She left still fuming. Monday, got a call from Alessio's. The manager, Tony? Mr. Hayes? This is Tony from Alessio's. We need to discuss Friday night. My stomach dropped. Is there a problem? Actually, no. I wanted to call personally. Your situation has brought us a lot of attention. Mostly positive. People calling to make reservations, asking about the breakup table. It's weird, but it's good for business. How? That's good? Here's the thing. Miss Alexis called us, demanded we delete our security footage, said she'd sue us for invasion of privacy if we didn't. Did you? No. The footage is ours, not hers. She was in a public establishment, no expectation of privacy. But I wanted to give you a heads up. She's threatening legal action against us too. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Don't be. The publicity is worth it. Just watch your back. She seems determined. He wasn't wrong. Tuesday I got a letter from Hampton and Associates, attorneys at law. Certified mail. Skimmed it. Lot of legal jargon. Boiled down to, Alexis was pursuing a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, demanded $50,000 in damages, also wanted me to pay for therapy costs, estimated $10,000. Required I sign an NDA about the relationship and delete any photos, videos of her. Had 10 days to respond or they'd file in court. Took it to my buddy Garrett, who's a lawyer. He read it, laughed. This is hilarious. Is it? Cameron, you can't sue someone for breaking up with you, even if it's public and embarrassing. That's not how emotional distress works. She has a lawyer, though. A lawyer who took her money to write a scary letter. Notice it doesn't actually threaten a specific lawsuit, just vague damages and claims. That's because they know it won't hold up. So I should ignore it? No. I'll draft a response, basically telling them to pound sand but in legal language. Might cost you $500. Do it. He sent the response Wednesday. Polite but firm, Mr. Hayes exercised his right to end a relationship. Miss Alexis's public behavior, documented by multiple witnesses, was her own choice. No damages warranted. Advised Miss Alexis to drop this matter. Thursday, Alexis showed up at my apartment again, this time with Brianna. Knocked. I opened the door chain style. Cameron, please, we need to talk. No. 5 minutes. Please. No. Brianna pushed forward. Dude, do you have any idea what you've done? She's getting death threats online. People are calling her horrible names. This is your fault. I ended a relationship. I didn't tell people to harass her. You humiliated her publicly. She humiliated herself by throwing a glass and screaming. Alexis started crying. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have given you an ultimatum. I was just scared. Please, can we just talk about this? No, we're done. Move on. I can't move on. Everyone thinks I'm a joke. My family won't stop asking about you. I need closure. You got closure at Alessio's. Goodbye. Closed the door. Heard them outside for another 10 minutes. Eventually left. Update 2. 2 weeks after the dinner, things got worse before they got better. Alexis created a TikTok account. Started posting her side of the story. Posted tearful videos about emotional abuse. How I love-bombed her for 2 years. How I promised marriage then ripped it away. How the public breakup was premeditated cruelty. Comments were mixed. Some believed her. Some called her out. Girl, you gave him an ultimatum. What did you expect? She posted screenshots of our text conversations. Carefully edited. Made it look like I'd been planning to propose, then backed out last minute to hurt her. Problem was, she didn't show the full conversations. Just snippets that supported her narrative. So I made my own TikTok. First and only video. Posted the full screenshots, including her text to her friends about me owing her. About her already planning the wedding before I'd even considered proposing. About her telling friends she'd invested 2 years and wasn't leaving empty-handed. Also posted the timeline, her ultimatum, date-stamped text. Her immediate excited reaction when I mentioned dinner at Alessio's, date-stamped. Her assumptions about the proposal, date-stamped. Caption, here's the full context, decide for yourself. That video got 600K views in 48 hours. The tide shifted. Comments on her videos turned hostile. Why'd you leave out the texts about owing you? Sounds like you wanted a wedding, not a marriage. Ultimatums are manipulation. She deleted her account within a day. But she wasn't done. Friday afternoon, 3 weeks post-breakup, I got home from work to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down both sides. Spray paint on the hood. Liar. Checked my apartment building's parking cameras. Clear footage of Alexis wearing sunglasses and a hood keying my car at 2 p.m. Filed a police report. Estimated damages, $200. Called Garrett. She vandalized my car. You have proof? Security footage. File a report. Press charges. She's spiraling. Did both. Cops took the report seriously since I had clear video evidence. Said they'd contact her for questioning. That evening, Diane called from Alexis's phone. Cameron, please drop the charges. No. She made a mistake. She's going through something. She committed a crime. That has consequences. Do you want to ruin her life? She could have a record. She keyed my car. She can face the legal consequences. This is because she gave you an ultimatum? You're really that vindictive? This is because she destroyed my property. Different issue. Please, I'm begging you. She's my daughter. She's not thinking clearly. She needs help, not a criminal record. Then get her help, therapy, whatever. But I'm not dropping the charges. She hung up. Saturday, Alexis's lawyer sent another letter, this time threatening to countersue me for defamation over my TikTok video. Garrett laughed again. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. You posted her own words. There's no case. Are they just hoping I'll settle? Yes, they're trying to scare you into paying her to go away. Not happening. Good. I'll respond again. Monday, I got a call from the police. Alexis had been charged with criminal mischief. Court date set for 6 weeks out. She could either pay restitution and do community service or go to trial. Tuesday, the insurance company processed my claim. My deductible was $500, but they were going after Alexis for the full repair cost. They don't play around with documented vandalism. Wednesday, Brianna sent me a DM on Instagram. You're a monster. Alexis is falling apart. She lost her job because of the viral videos. Her family is furious with her. She can barely leave her house, all because you had to be petty and public about a breakup. I hope you're happy. I didn't respond, but I did look into the lost her job claim. Alexis worked in marketing for a lifestyle brand. They'd posted a statement, "We've parted ways with Miss Alexis Fletcher effective immediately. Her personal conduct doesn't align with our company values." Brutal. But also she'd become a viral meltdown. Companies don't love that association. Thursday, exactly 4 weeks after the breakup dinner, I got a voicemail from an unknown number. "Hi, this is Leslie Hartman from Channel 8 News. We're doing a story on viral relationship breakups and their impact. We'd love to interview you about your experience at Alessio's. Please call me back." Deleted it. Friday, Garrett called. Alexis's lawyer reached out. They want to settle everything. Everything? Drop the criminal charges, drop any civil suit for the car damages. You both sign NDAs and go your separate ways. They'll pay your car repairs out of pocket. And if I say no, she goes to court, likely gets convicted of criminal mischief, has to pay restitution anyway, plus legal fees. You potentially sue her in small claims for damages. Everyone spends more money and time. What do you recommend? Honestly, take the settlement. Get your car fixed, move on with your life. She's already facing consequences, lost her job, became a viral cautionary tale, damaged her reputation. Dragging this through court won't make you feel better. He was right. I didn't want revenge. I just wanted this over. Okay, draft the settlement. Smart choice. Final update. Settlement was signed 2 weeks ago. Terms. Alexis pays $3,200 for car repairs. Insurance will reimburse me $2,700 after deductible, so I actually come out $200 ahead. Criminal charges dropped with prejudice, can't be refiled. Both sign NDAs about the relationship. No more public posts, interviews, comments. No contact clause. Neither of us can contact the other for any reason. Her lawyer pays Garrett's fees, $1,800 total. Took the money, fixed my car, moved on. What happened to Alexis? Heard through mutual acquaintances. Still living with Diane and her stepdad? Job hunting, but the viral videos make it tough. Brianna and Nicole apparently distanced themselves after the car keying incident. Deleted all social media accounts. In therapy, per Diane's comments to mutual friends. What happened to me? Car looks great, better than before actually. Blocked everyone associated with Alexis. Went on a few dates, nothing serious yet. Work's been good. Got a promotion actually feel relieved to me. Here's the thing people don't get. I didn't plan the public breakup to humiliate her. I planned it because she wanted a public proposal. She wanted the performance, the audience, the social proof, so I gave her exactly that. Just not the outcome she wanted. Was it harsh? Probably. Could I have done it privately? Sure. But she'd already made our relationship a performance piece. Already turned it into a competition with her friends. Already reduced me to a role in her life script. The restaurant just made it clear that I wasn't reading from her script anymore. The viral videos, the job loss, the criminal charges, those were all her choices. I didn't throw the glass, didn't key the car, didn't post manipulated screenshots. Those were her reactions to not getting what she felt entitled to. Do I regret it? Not really. Maybe the spectacle of it a little, but not the decision. Ultimatums are poison to relationships. The moment someone says, "Do this or I leave," they've already left emotionally. They're just waiting for you to comply before they make it official. I chose not to comply. And yeah, it was messy. But it was honest. Few people asked if I feel bad about what happened to her job, her reputation, all of it. Honestly, she made those outcomes possible by her own behavior. I ended a relationship. She chose to throw things, vandalize property, lie publicly. Those weren't my choices. Hard truth. Sometimes the consequences of your actions are harsh, and sometimes you can't blame anyone else for them. 6 weeks out now. Life's good, quiet, drama-free. Exactly what I wanted when I got down on one knee and said no.